G'day and welcome to the Infrunners. I am Execute and today I'm running solo. Every other Infrunner was busy today, so I'm all alone and it's a good one on my own, surprisingly enough, for just the alien sale. So I'm going to cut straight into game and we'll get on with it. Right, so here we are at the expo. So starting out with some of the ships that are not even here today. So the first one off the cab off the rank would be the STAR-XXV4-M57V. This is probably the most powerful ship and with both good firepower and maneuverability on paper at the moment, and so that's one that I'd actually recommend looking into. Another one that's not far away, and again surprisingly did not go up in price, was the Prowler. The Prowler is a very niche ship. It is really tailored at those that are into the FPS combat. It'll be good at boarding other ships and attacking, say, installations on the ground and a few other things like that, but that is a very niche ship. I think, again, it didn't go up in price because it was probably a little bit overpriced to begin with. But, yeah, just be careful of that one. People tend to get into the luxury alien ships a little bit. And that one, you've really got to look at the role and kind of go, is that for me? Because it's very short range. Again, very, very niche. Another ship that's not here today is the Merchantman, which incredibly did increase in price, but we know it's drastically increased in size. Now it's about the size of a Polaris, we're being told. Probably the best cargo shipping game in because of its internals, its speed, and a few other factors like that, and of course the alien ship. And if you've seen the BANU Defender here in front of me, that one again, if you can imagine that look running right through the entire ship of a giant cargo ship, could be very, very compelling. All right, so let's kick it off with probably well, actually it is my favourite fighter in the game, the Defender. I really love how this one turned out. But I always hedge my bets, so I even did try to pick up an upgrade for this today to the STAR-XXV4-M, but surprisingly they are now the same price, so I couldn't do that. Obviously you've got the look of the crab here, which someone thinks is very funny. That's why they've left that open, no doubt. I'm just going to close the mouth. But yeah, I really loved how this turned out, and we've kind of got to wait and see how that two-player interaction turns out. It also has an interaction with a BANU Merchantman, which is why I've kind of held on to mine, because I want to see what that interaction is, and is it actually viable and tangible and worthwhile having. So we'll have to wait and see on that one. But again, really good fighter at the moment, and it plays quite differently to other fighters because of its proprietary shields and stuff like that. Alright, moving on. Things like these vehicles, like the Nox, and any vehicles, if you've been watching the sale across the day, they look bloody awesome, but get them in game. They're just too expensive for what they are. They don't scale, they're not bang for your buck. I feel like I repeat myself a lot when I say this stuff, but it's all true. So the Zion Scout, the wormhole navigation ship, probably equivalent in power to something like, say, maybe the Gladius, but you pay a bit of extra money again because it's an alien ship. Got some really cool maneuverability because of how it flies vertically. Its bigger brother, the STAR-XXV4-M, kind of falls into the same place. And so if you're interested in the STAR-XXV4-M, check out and see how this flies, and you'll probably go, okay, similar movement. It's, obviously going to have more firepower and slight changes, but you'll get a better idea from this ship than any other. Right, Nox again, so we'll just avoid that. The Blade and the ESPR ships, or alien reproductions. Now, the Blade is in a really... how do I put this? It's in a bad spot. It's kind of expensive for what it is. It's not as powerful as a Gladius, yet you'll pay, like, double the price of a Gladius and then some. So, it looks amazing, I'll give you that, but you can't just buy ships really based on their look alone. They really need to have a function, and this ship unfortunately just doesn't have that. That said, I am kind of interested to see how all the other Vandal ships come, because this is the first of the rework Vandal ships, and it looks really sweet. Glaive falls into the same type of bracket, not as powerful as a Super Hornet. Looks really big, the bigger brother of the Scythe, which still has the same problem. Probably the most expensive singular ship in the entire game because of its rarity, the Scythe, but it's just not as good as a Super Hornet. And at the end of the day, once you get past the looks and we get on to function, it just doesn't compare. Of course, you've got this really cool way you get into the ship, and you kind of lay down like this, which is, let's admit it, it is pretty damn cool. But at the end of the day, function beats form. And we got the other blade. So that's really it. Again, another kind of disappointing day to these sales, especially for older backers, because we've seen all this stuff before. We're starting to hear things. There was a leak just after we released our episode last night about the Ares, and it looks like they might be putting the new ships like the Mole and a few of the others mentioned at CitizenCon, possibly some of the alien ships as well, that we thought could possibly be here today, on the 12th of the 12th. So 1 week exactly after the CitizenCon anniversary sale ends, it looks like they might actually be doing that. So that could be rather interesting. I'm kind of waiting to see what eventuates from that, but we've heard a few rumors flying thick and fast. One of the rumors we've heard is that they'll only come with War Bond and stuff like that, making us wait an entire year for another anniversary sale. But again, nothing substantiated, and we'll just have to wait and see. Again, if you would like to hit me up on Discord, or some of the other boys are actually there, they just couldn't get to camera today, like Osiris is around on his phone, and I know Seer is as well. And they were both kind of interested in some of the ships. I know Osiris is particularly interested in the Santoki Eye, and I know the Seer was interested in the Prowler, because again, he's into that type of military stuff. Algrid, well, he just has everything, so he loves it all. All right, well, that's been today. If you like this video, feel free to like it, as you can dislike it as well. Again, I'll be on Discord for the next hour or so if you want to hit me up, and that's it for today. And I'll catch you guys tomorrow.